But I expect him to go Germany there or something like that.
Yeah, he
But
went
is it
Germany
maybe
last time.
is it maybe also a reaction to Lucas being peak? Because we need also to keep in mind that it's counter peak, so it's not like it's not just about the map; it's also about who picks first. And is it possible that you just pick Russia because it would be a good matchup against Germany
Yeah,
on this map?
because Germany can't make muskets, and it's such a wide open area. I could see Russia being a good pick against Germany here.
Yeah, so maybe that's why. But then again, on next map he will need to pick first, and he will not be able to be Russia, which is apparently the
Yeah,
expected pick. So not sure. Not sure. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bug with UI.
Yeah, I forgot about it. Usually I
I
yeah.
would right.
so I don't know if they still fine to.
Well, it's 7 seconds of gathering. I don't think it makes a big difference. Maybe
Well,
like
it's not the big difference. The big difference is more, in my opinion, that your villagers who are next to the crates, walking to the crates.
yeah, this could be an issue, but well, I don't see any of those doing that. Anyway, it's up to them. They need to. I don't know.
Yeah, if they annoyed about it, they could just say it.
Yeah.
There's maybe some settler wagons from Germany who walked to the. I mean, he got like 1, 2, 3, 4 settler wagons. I don't know. Anyway, we will see. Doesn't matter. So.
Yes. Commando?
So yeah, boss players are aging up as soon as possible, and this is a new version of Tradewood, right?
Yeah, it's just a little easier to make base walls because the trees have been removed in front of the players' bases, and the natives are in front of the bases instead of behind.
Yeah, I think it's better to have them in front because then you take care a little bit more that you don't get pushed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, if someone runs on the sides, on the cliff, for example, you can. I think you can mortar the natives from the sides when they're here. You know.
Yeah, and cliffs they're still in the back, and you. I'm not sure if they're in range.
They're in range. If you don't make any more walls after the 3D time ends, you can definitely mortar them. I know it because I played some games where I did it.
We need to
Yeah,
delete.
so.
Yeah, let's delete our stuff. This is true. Um, it's a forward meal for Zabuza. So
This is so classic Sabusa.
Yeah, Lucas,
yeah, I mean, sorry, yeah.
Lucas sending cheapo nats is interesting. That means he'll be down a training card, which against Russia might be rough for him against church card Russia.
Yeah, I think this might be pretty hard when you can't make so fast your units.
Didn't he just misclick that? I mean, realistically, if you would want to ship cheaper nuts, you wouldn't ship it like when you're shipping all your eco cards. In Blitz, you always start with your eco cards, right? You are shipping only eco stuff, and in the middle of them, there's randomly cheaper nuts. To me,
Yeah.
it feels like a misclick.
Yeah, it might have been a misclick.
Could be.
Like I could see that he just click on the 3 cards, like a meal, the edge 3 cards, and just randomly click on this. We will see, but well, anyway, he still has faster training from the Nats, which is gonna help him a little bit. But yeah, against Russia, it might be risky.
Yeah, it will be tough.
I like the very large FB for Lucas because he knows Russia is going to push him a bit in the first few minutes with their Musk cost and their superior start army.
Yeah, and I also like that he think about that on the Blitz maps. In my opinion, with Germany, you don't have enough food, and he switched already some villagers on food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
I
good
agree.
decision.
I agree. Usually, what I do, I don't know if it's good, but I just drop a meal, kind of like Zabuza, not so much forward. I feel like this is just too forward. Like it's kind of the limit, right? It kind of takes space for some potential military buildings, but Usually I make a meal here with some wheels because then you have more wheels to make buildings, and you also have more wheels on food because, like you said, I don't think you can keep your food with just settler wagons. Like you will drop food, and you also need some wheels on wood. So, but you actually, Lucas actually got 19 wheels on wood. Is not a bit too much, or is it fine?
Lucas's builds on wood, I think it's fine. The native spam tends to drain wood very quickly.
Yeah, I guess he just makes more nets than me because I suck and I forgot to make them.
And do you think it's worth it to go to make front base with your settler wagons in Blitz? I mean, after the 10 minutes tricky time?
I usually just use builds.
Thing is that now I think Lucas will need to wait to get his upgrades in, like because it's at 6 minutes, right? That it's not instant anymore.
Yeah.
The reset. So it's kind of annoying, but to be honest, it's not a big deal. I think you still have time to do it, but it's
Yeah.
just a bit annoying
He
because
has
you
more
need
than
to
enough time.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit annoying still. Like I like to have them done, and then you can just do nothing, and it's nice.
Yeah.
But
And boss prayers I have like I think 3 walls for the economy.
Lucas is building his fourth wall, but to be honest, I never get my wall done at Blitz before the time. I feel like it's really hard to get the wall up in time. I think it's also the reason why he tried to make them so fast, Lucas, because it's really hard to get your layers up, and he got some holes there in his walls. Also,
Yeah.
he can't really close because of the meals, but that's a lot of players actually. 5. Sabusa making 4.
Well, I think he's a little bit afraid that Sabusa might run on the sides. Let's have a look at the Russian deck. Maybe he have some forts or something. No, he have only the church card and the rest is standard. And what do you think about the wood trick in Blitz? I think
yeah.
it's
Um.
you can remove it in my opinion.
Yeah, you can definitely remove it. It's a very debatable card.
Yeah, I think in Blitz it not pay off.
Yeah.
No. I think the most part of the wood trigger is that you get this boost early on, which helps you for your macro when you boom, and then it's not really a waste of a card because in late game it still brings you extra. It's like an overpop of 1 villager on wood or something. But yeah, when you ship it only for the overpop, it's just 1 vill that you ship, I think, because vills on wood are so upgraded that they probably gather much faster than the wood tricker. So. Yeah, I think it's kind of this slot could be used for something. Especially Russia got so many cards, right? There's like a lot of variations you can have. So I think he could use this pot of the wood tricker for something else. Like even 300 wood infinite, I think would be better.
Yeah. It's interesting to see Sabusa making calls. I guess that says to me he's not gonna split as much. Although he is spreading out his muskets, but it's only like 1 musket and just for line of sight, like he's gonna he's gonna react to whatever Lucas does.
Yeah, I think on this kind of open map you can definitely, as Russia, make maybe a fort or something on the side, and
Wow, this is actually 10 coverings for Zabuza.
Yeah.
That's really a lot. I guess it's because he got church card and he got more units, but
Yeah.
still, it's a lot of curves. And Lucas got 4 heavies, is it? Yeah. 3, 4?
4 now. 4.
Oh, he was making from only 1 factory. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 4 heavies. But I feel like looking at the bases, I feel like you said, Tabuza is maybe only wants to react to what Lucas is doing with his couple of musketeers, but I think Lucas doesn't want to act. He wants to be the one who reacts because he makes so many buildings in base and so many layers of walls. I think Lucas is ready to just camp, and it should probably be up to Zabuza to do something and not fight heads up like this because I think it's exactly what Lucas wants.
Yeah. I feel like Germany would do a lot better in a more heads up setting against Russia.
Yeah, I think also versus Russia, Germany do just better when they play heads up versus them.
So Lucas wasn't able to ship anything since his last gold upgrade. Or is the UI? No, it's just because he shipped his chipper I guess. And
Yeah, what was...
He-
You might think that it was a misclick. So he
Yeah.
don't have any kind of training cards or...
he will get one when he makes units. Like he's starting to make some units, and when he deletes villagers, he will get much more XP in, and he will. Yeah, he got a shipment on the way now.
Yeah.
So at this point, it will not be advanced arsenal, I guess, because again the upgrade will not come in time. So I guess it will be just a fast training.
Yeah. Kind of like to see Sabusa make a mortar in this start army, since you know that Russia is gonna beat German in the start fight with the church card. And mortar also helps for line of sight in cold fights.
But wait. Oh yeah, screenshot. Russia actually didn't ship advanced arsenal.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he's gonna send it after 40.
Okay, what do you think about this? Is it a good idea or... Like, if he fights heads up, I would say it's terrible.
Yeah,
If
I would
anybody
rather
doesn't
think
run-
it, especially for this amount of artillery, I would prefer advanced arsenal over the second training card.
Yeah. But now it's too late anyway, so yeah, he will ship it. Maybe he ships it right now and starts making his upgrades.
Yeah.
But there's some Ulans there, and on the other side as well.
And Sabusa still don't have full pop and not his over pop out, by the way, from the church.
Wow, yeah, he needs to hurry up now. 10
Yeah.
seconds left.
188 out of... Okay, he's starting to... I think he's
Right,
getting
yeah.
it now. Can check text.
It's two texts to get, right? He will not get them in time. Like,
Yeah.
but Lucas is staying so far back. It's not a big deal, I guess. But
Yeah, Lucas just wants to go for map control on the side. So you can see that he's starting to make wards on the side to make sure that he can't run there.
yeah, in my opinion, this is like to protect the villagers on wood and to make sure that there's no more tearing these plantations or this kind of stuff or the factories. It's kind of the most important. He just wants to be a bit safe there. Sabusa can still run a bit, but he will not be able to directly mortar inside of the base the important buildings.
So Lucas is kind of just sitting here because Russia is supposed to be the civ that is pushing during the start fight, so it's interesting to see Sabusa also just kind of sitting there.
Yeah, we see some random 10 shreddeds running into the
Yeah.
skull.
Yeah, but he's bringing his artillery and doing some damage. Lucas needs to pull back a little bit there. But, oh, actually Lucas is running on the top left.
Yeah.
Do you have a villager there somewhere? There's another green boy, yeah. Oh, there's some drums. But there's no villager. But he
The
brings some
villager
drums.
died, I think.
Lucas just
Oh.
now remembering his heavy cannons, but now kind of getting stuck behind this embassy. It's not
Oh.
what he wants.
And there's 10 coverants just sniping the Olans there. But
Oh,
yeah,
but there on the sides in the Busa space, there's going a lot on. I think.
he's scouting and just running around, and I'm not sure about these guys. Why would you run with these guys? Like, they just range
Yeah.
infantry. Right?
Yeah,
And
they're
die.
gonna die to these Cossacks, basically. I mean,
They
they're
have
good for
no
distraction, but that's it.
Yeah, I was going to say he just want to distract Sabusa to just get his side safe.
This was a nice
Nope.
flank from Lucas. He mixed Huminkas and Ulans and killed all of Sabusa's horse artillery and a couple of his corps.
Oh, he's actually sieging a wall there with dogs, but he's gonna get. It's not gonna work. It's maybe gonna bring the. Well, not the. He's just gonna bring one layer down, actually, and.
Oh well, there's one stable from each player on the what is it? Right side.
Top bottom right side, and they actually both have buildings. Like here they both have buildings, and here also, and that's it. There's no. Oh, there's a couple more buildings for Sabusa. Actually, Sabusa made a lot of buildings on his side everywhere. But what do you think about that, the blockhouses, to make so many everywhere? I feel like you very fast reach the limit of 7
Yeah,
blockhouses.
you need to just really remember to delete them. Sabusa taking out these heavy cannons is pretty huge.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot more
Yeah.
difficult to push if the German player has heavy cannons, but he needs to target them though.
And he's gonna lose all his
Yeah.
kills for that.
And I like to say that on both sides of Sabusa's eco wars, there's each one Inca sieging to, I guess, just to annoy him.
Yeah, there's minor distraction. Yeah, if Sabusa had paid attention, he could have killed both those heavy cannons.
Yeah, this is kind of sad. It's just really comfortable for Germany now. He doesn't even need to make any horse artillery. I think 2 heavy cannons is enough.
Yeah, for sure.
It's making so many scams, so. But yeah, I guess that's fine.
Yeah, with the human guys.
But there's also here on this side, can you, yeah, there's going something up.
Yeah, he has this just Sabusa trying to run. He bought 3 bills and he's just making buildings, yeah.
He's also gonna surround this FB from both sides, here and here. And that's...
Oh, yeah, he could actually bring this to this front base
Yeah.
here.
He's losing his push in the middle though, like,
Yeah, pretty hard.
really hard.
Yeah, but he's going for both sides of the map to get some map control and to maybe then run a little bit around.
Sabusa still hasn't sent Advanced Arsenal, which is pretty bad, and it actually just came in for Lucas. Oh, it just came in for Sabusa as well. Both choosing to send Advanced Arsenal pretty late, although Lucas had no choice.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, for Lucas it makes more sense because it's Germany, but I feel like Sabusa should have got this, or could have got this earlier. At least definitely before CAF combat, I think. Because it takes so much time to get you to research all the upgrades, I think it's nice to send it a bit early. Yeah, this guy's a still idle. They already
Yeah.
cleaned that. But I like this wall here from Sabusa.
Oh, and there
It's really
Yeah.
aggressive.
are 4 mortars.
Yeah. Looks like Sabusa's giving up this front side, which, considering how little infrastructure he has here, is a little risky.
Yeah, he should maybe start to make some buildings like behind his walls here, ready to defend if he gets pushed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
these
sure.
like artillery foundation into stables or something, and maybe 1 blockhouse or something like that.
Yeah.
The arsenal upgrades are coming in for Lucas, but still none for Sabusa.
This is a typical mistake what happens to a lot of people when you ship your advanced arsenal after 40.
Yeah, I had this a lot of times also. And it's 2 times in a row for Sabusa now that he shifts his advanced arsenal late.
I'm surprised seeing that it happened twice.
It's a bit sad. But he's pushing pretty hard there. He's just investing a lot of units on this left side. And he's getting slowly the layers down. He got also the mortar carb sent, so his mortars have like, I don't know, is it 20% more damage or something?
Yeah.
They're cheaper as well. But there's still 3 layers, and Lucas is making some buildings now in his base to be ready to react.
Nice Cossack flank there. Gonna take out the heavy cannons,
Oh yeah.
which is pretty big. And Lucas has a mortar mixed in here, so this front base is under a lot of pressure.
There's
wow.
so many idle units for Sabusa. This here again, and here also.
Yeah, in intense games like these where you're fighting in a lot of areas, I think you need to have the find idle military hotkey somewhere very accessible and just constantly be hitting it and cycling through it like every few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, I think that's why a lot of people struggle to run or to handle a run.
Yeah.
That they don't use this hotkey so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I just now remapped it like a couple weeks ago. Like, because people aren't
even
used
with-
to dealing with running.
Even without the hotkey, I mean, yeah, I think it's a good idea, but even without, you can try to keep your eyes a bit more on the minimap.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the minimap, it's pretty obvious that there's just a big blue thing. When you're playing as blue, you know you can see that your units are there. And
Sabusa
But yeah,
clean
yeah.
up this front push. Yeah, that's like 30
Yeah.
pop locked up for Sabusa right now.
Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff there. It's actually really a ton of units.
Yeah.
Oh, finally he's moving them, but not the ones next to his wood. But he's moving most of them. But he's still got like I don't know 15 idle or 12 idle musketeers there.
With 0
But
on
no,
wood.
he researched Advanced Arsenal, by the way.
Oh yeah, he is remembering it now. So Sabusa has 0 vills on wood and only 5k left. I think that's going to be an issue for him later because Strelitz also cost wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also in Russia, you spam so many buildings everywhere when you run like this, and then you need
Yeah.
to have some good bang.
Lucas stacking shipments a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah. But again, some idle nats here. Oh well, some of them are going from their own to fight, but yeah, it's just. I feel like Lucas didn't idle his units so much. He had sometimes a couple idle units, but mostly Zabuza idled much more.
Yeah, so Sabusa's starting to take this angle as well, which will let him directly mortar Lucas's mid FB. Which is a good
Yeah, this is
decision.
a pretty smart war.
Yeah, so at this point, it's like Zabuza just is dropping faster score, I think, and he's also a bit low on wood. But at the same time, he kind of got map control, I think. He did a good job with his aggressive walls on the left side.
Yeah.
And he also kind of closed the right side. It's not really close, but...
Sabusa is not making any kind of villagers back all the time. I mean, he's on 88 villagers.
Yeah, Lucas is on more vill pop than Sabusa, which is fairly unusual for this matchup.
Yeah.
Needs a 4th
Yeah.
clock house here.
Lucas was down to 45, isn't he's making them back.
Oh, he's moving his idle military pop from the corner there now.
Oh.
Oh wow! After 5 minutes, yay!
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, it was actually 6. No, wait. Stop moving under the gate. Okay, yeah, it was 14 musketeers. So it's just, yeah, it's a lot of pop. That's like 1/7 of your military pop. So,
But Lucas is mortaring Sabusa's mid base there, so.
Oh, and Sabusa shipping now the wood trigger.
oh wow, that's really super useless.
Yeah, I would just save it to get nuked one shipment earlier. It's kind of useless now.
Yeah, now it's really useless. Now you can just not ship it at all. Or when you see that you stuck shipments, and yeah, better ship not everything.
Sabusa needs to get some vills on wood right now. He's fairly low on wood.
Well, but he got his wood trickle, so he's fine.
Yeah. I would like to
Well,
see Sabusa take the TPs as well, since he has the slight advantage or the advantage in map control right now.
Yeah, this is true. Actually, none of them ever took TPs.
Lucas kind
And,
of getting overwhelmed on this side now.
Yeah. And to TP stagecoach on wood would actually help Zabuza a little bit, I
Yeah,
guess.
absolutely.
But yeah, finally Zabuza is kind of doing damage because so far he was always not really able to push, but now he kind of destroyed a bit of front base there, yeah.
This right here is why I don't like the 10% Strolled HP card. It's way
Yeah.
too easy for that to happen.
You need to like click on the blockhouse and do the
Yeah.
find all units thing and all the rally points in the main fight.
Well, you can just use the hotkey to find idle units.
Yeah, but it's more work, you know. Like if you just set the rally points to all your blockhouses and this doesn't happen.
Well, to be honest, I'm not the best player or something, but I'm really decent at running, I would say, and I really spam this hotkey like every 3 minutes or every 4 minutes to just see that I really don't have any kind of idle units.
Yeah. Let's see.
But I'm really afraid of this villager count from Sabusa. 85 villages now.
Yeah, it's pretty low. Especially for natives.
Yeah, and he's really on wood now. He was at 5k, now he's at 2k. He got 1 vill on wood, so he did kind of a switch to wood, but nah, it's just a front base view at some point chopping wood, but yeah.
I guess once he Sends Nukta, his coin will catch up to his food once he starts spamming the Nukta shipment, which he should absolutely do.
Well, he got one nuke shipment right now, actually. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, what do you
The
think
where-
about the cannons there under the gate? I mean, now the gate is gone, but there are some cool ruins and also a heavy cannon. Yeah, they're getting now killed.
Yeah. Not enough units to cover.
And by the way, the Notkas are idle there.
Yep. Should have been shipped in this blockhouse here, but of course can happen that you just like forget to switch your ready point, and then you just have 30 idle units, and it's really sad. Especially when he has like kind of too much coin. He would like his notecast to just tank and die and ship them again and again, and you definitely don't want them to just be idle on the mill.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's gonna spend his coin. I would say he can make a lot of cannons, but then again he's solo on wood. I don't know if he even can.
Nukta are really good when they're mixed with Cossacks, and then you flank with them, but yeah, he needs to move them.
Yeah. But he's making his villagers back. This is a good decision. This, like.
Oh yeah, he's on
I
91
hope they
now.
rally to wood.
I think no.
Okay.
Yeah.
See
Okay,
more
let's
less base composition soon then. Lucas
Yeah,
started
so-
heavy cannons. I mean,
There
Sabusa's
was, there was a point where he was able to mortar the front base of Lucas, but now he's getting not exactly pushed back, but I mean he's not really gaining ground, and I feel like I feel like he's just gonna run out of resources way before Lucas, and then what he will need to do is just to be able to push and just destroy Lucas before he can be out of resources himself.
certainly looks like it's heading that way, where Sabusa will run out of resources before Lucas does.
There's Minutemen in the fight, just being called from Lucas. Kind of weird.
There are some random 3 Cossacks sieging here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those were idle for a while.
Yeah. The Notkas are also still idle, but he found the idle spirits from the blockhouses and brought
Yeah.
them back.
Yeah, it's just hurting Zabuza too much to have these idle units
Yeah,
everywhere.
little mistakes.
Oh. Good guys are moving finally.
And he also switched 15 villagers to wood now. 40.
Oh, right, yeah. Might be fine, I don't know. He's on church card, right? So his score is really
Yeah,
kind of.
he's on church code, but he forgot to send the goons and the hussars, so it's not inflating his score as much as it would.
Oh, well, yes, it's kind of sad to ship this church card and use only half of it.
It'll be interesting if Lucas gets mind gamed by that, but he's probably too far ahead for that to happen.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna matter, but yeah, well, I don't know how Sabusa is gonna do. I think if he keeps just fighting heads up like this, because it is kind of heads up. I mean, it's on the side, but they're just not running anymore, and
Yeah.
I don't think he will be able to win that way.
Also, Lucas is doing a really well job at splitting his army in a nice line around to defend every point at the moment. Heads up fight.
Good job responding to Sabusa's different angles. I'm starting to get a heavy cannon mass here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Zabuza needs to try something now. Like, can't just keep playing like this. He will
Yeah.
just gonna be out of food like super soon, and he still can't spend his coin. It's maybe to switch more bills to food. Some coin.
Yeah, he should, because he makes so many strategies and they just cost so much food and wood.
Yeah, especially food. It's really like they cost almost only food. So.
Lucas is targeting heavy cannon, targeting Sabusa's cores with his heavy cannons, which allowed him to kill Sabusa's cores there, even though Sabusa won the 2-core fight.
When you have heavy cannons, who need kurvs? No one. Just use your heavy cannons because at some point you have anyway so much.
Yeah,
fun.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, 4 heavies. One is 6 or 7 pop.
7.
Yeah, it's so much.
Or unless it's changed pretty bad. No, it's 7 pop here also.
Oh, it would be lame when it would be 1 less pop or 2 less pop.
No. Yeah, it would be. But yeah, it's just a normal pop. Yeah, he's even push Sabusa a little bit more.
Yeah, Sabusa is going back and wants to play it, try to play it safe, let's say it like this, and wants
Yeah.
to camp. But in my opinion, you want to make something happen as Russia, you cannot camp, but he's not in the positioning anymore to do something.
Yeah, now it's kind of too late when he's so low in resources, but he would have needed to jump somewhere, I don't know, or to try something.
Yeah, I guess the only way Russia wins from this point is to get really cost-effective trades with Strelitz, which are really good and actually do beat skirms cost-effectively, but obviously he has to get rid of this heavy cannon mass first to be able to do that.
Yeah, the Strelitz have like more range rate to be patched, like
Yeah.
10% more. Do they have any other differences or?
+2 range.
Oh god, yeah, they're pretty strong, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still not really pop efficient, but they're super cost efficient.
Yeah, exactly. And,
I was hoping they run a little bit more. It's always funny to watch.
yeah.
Kind of heads up now, yeah.
Lucas was definitely prepared for it though, so I understand why Sabusa didn't.
Yeah.
And I think he should have built more and been more aggressive on this side also, so that he can take out the bulk of Lucas's FB. Like, he did it once, but I think he should have done it more.
Oh, how many heavy cannons? 6 or
6.
7? Oh wow.
Wait, now 7 actually. He just shipped one
Yeah,
more.
so now he's getting critical heavy cannon mass where Germany becomes nearly impossible to push.
Yeah, you need like, I don't know.
But I think on some point you have so many heavy cannons that you're not able to make any kind of other unit.
Well, yeah, they take like 50 pop right
You
now.
stop making skirms at that point, it's just heavy cannon Dop Ulan native.
To be honest, yeah, I don't think you need any kind of French units when you have the heavies.
Yeah.
But you can also make. I think you also need curves still because
Yeah.
cover your heavies. But yeah, you don't really need skirms or war wagons. I guess just melee units and stuff. Also, I think Germany is kind of happy to like their melee units are actually more upgradable than skirms, I think. So they may be happy to just rely on the heavies and make only melee units next to it.
What is Sabusa doing now?
He's going back, and he's gonna wait for some of his resources to come back so that he can remass and start fighting again later. He can't deal with this heavy cannon mass right now. He needs to queue corps.
Yeah, he doesn't even need mortars. He has so many heavies to just kill every building so fast.
Oh, but this 4,
Cossacks, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, and there's more coming. He needs to react. He got the nuts here.
Oh,
Okay.
look, even the heavy cannons can kill Cossacks, no problem.
Yeah, of course. Like when you have so many, definitely.
Do you think Lucas could just make like more than 10 or 20 villages back? Because Sabusa is camping now?
Maybe, but I wouldn't, because his score advantage is so high, and he needs 7 units to protect these heavy cannons, and if he fills up, that means not as much army pop to protect the heavy cannons.
Yeah, and he just got so many resources left.
Yeah.
He's slightly mismicroed though. I mean, he got just a bit too much coin, but he still got so many resources. Probably doesn't need more villages right now. It's probably just safer to try and finish the game.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Lucas pushing the mid now.
And if he can like just completely clean up the left side and make some walls like he did on the right side, then Zabuza will not be able to run,
Yeah.
and Lucas will slowly be able to push in into Zabuza's eco.
Oh dear God. If Lucas notices this, all those starts are dead. Yep.
Oh wow.
There was a pretty big volley on the Strelets.
Oh my god.
It's
This
like,
was these three strategies now. Oh my god.
I don't know
yeah.
if you saw the King Onage clip where his 5 heavy cannons killed like 30 longbows, but it was like that.
This is insane. Heavy cannons are just. Do you think heavy cannons is the best cannon in the game?
Yeah, I do. They're definitely better than rockets and probably better than great bombards. Although great bombards had their pop reduced, so I'm not sure.
But
Yeah.
but rockets are better at killing other artillery.
Yeah, but
Right.
that's like the only thing they're better at.
Yeah, of course, they're really not so interesting against. Well, I think they do better against cav, but against infantry, they're definitely not so
Yeah.
orgasmic like heavy cannons.
I think that rockets had their multiplier against cav nerfed on the treaty patch anyway.
Yeah.
9 heavy cannons.
Yeah, I never seen so many heavies in 3D game, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, if Sabusa had like 5 mortars, since those heavy cannons are under walls, some of them would die and a lot of them would take damage.
Do you
yeah.
know what Sabusa could do? He could go for Opry box because so many heavy
Yeah,
cannons.
that
he
is
don't.
true, actually.
Yeah, he don't want to delete some heavy cannons, and they can do nothing against the box. They just move slowly.
Yeah, and 9 heavies is just like 56.
There is an opening here as well, so I think Sabusa could definitely do that.
Yeah.
He got 63 pop of heavies right now, and also 8 pop of mortars, so it's like just 70 pop of cannons for Lucas. So yeah, he could actually, Zabuza could actually just run.
Yeah, to be honest, look, you have still this villager here, and there's no line of sight from Lucas,
Yeah.
and he could slowly make a new base there, and then just make an Opry box.
But then there's still one thing to consider is that Lucas can make nuts in base, and these nuts are super fast and super good against cap. So I don't know, maybe it would be enough to kill the box. Because they're just like, look, they have the Incas pikes, they have 6 that's 5 speed, and an Opry has 6 that's 75, so it's basically the same speed. So you can kind of catch the box, I guess.
Yeah. He can't really run on this side, not with the amount of walls that Lucas is making, though.
Well, most of them are not, 3 of them are not finished,
Yeah, but
yeah.
still.
Still a lot of walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's really no way to go anymore for Sabusa, and Lucas is building with 2 villagers his wards. But he's also walling up the side now.
The left side, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple idle dobs on the left, actually, but... Yeah, Sabusa doesn't even seem to try to run on the left anymore. Just focusing in the middle. I think that's a big mistake, because how do you want to win heads up against, like, 8 heavies or 7 heavies now?
Yeah, he has to take a very commanding lead on artillery to be able to push this back.
Do you think who's better in the artillery, Micro, Sabusa or Lucas?
It really depends. Sometimes Sabusa has good days and sometimes he has bad days.
Yeah.
Assuming both are microing their best, it's really Sabusa's might be slightly better. But Sabusa
I think
often
both-
doesn't micro his best.
I think also Boss didn't play so much recently, right?
Yeah. Sabusa was moving, so there was like a 5-7 day period where he couldn't play at all.
Yeah, and I know that Lucas is working at the moment, and that's why he's also busy and was not able to practice that much.
So, this is interesting because Lucas has so much pop locked up in heavy cannons that every time Sabusa has a cold lead, he's forced to move back like 50 pop worth of units. So Lucas is not able to push in, and the score gap is not as big as it used to be.
Yeah.
And he's starting to whittle down this heavy cannon mass, actually.
There's maybe just a point where you don't want to get heavies anymore.
Yeah. Maybe he should have stopped at like 5 or 6.
Yeah. it kind of hurts you to not ship your shipments. It's annoying to do it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Or then maybe just like commit more with your heavies, even if they die to Kerberins, just try to take trades and kill infantry with them. Maybe then that's a way to make them worth it without like
Yeah.
stacking 9 of them.
Just be more aggressive with them, yeah.
Because I think they actually take fine trades. Like on streetlets, I think they can get some really good stories. So maybe I should move a little bit forward with them.
Yeah, I think also. But
This
Lucas
is-
is
Just want to point out how Sabusa's artillery micro has been on point for the last 2 minutes. We didn't see really anything impressive before, but like how Sabusa just won that goal fight was pretty nice. And then,
And he's killing like
yeah.
2 heavies probably.
And
But,
then the goals on the other angle there. It's pretty
Look.
good.
look at Zabuza's shipments. He's stacking so much.
Yeah, he should send Nukta, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
even if you don't use them heads up, you can have them on the side, sieging and being annoying, forcing your opponent to spend pop.
He got only 50 Nutkas lost in the units lost, which is 2 shipments. So he shipped only 2 times his infinite shipment, so that's
Yeah.
kind of a lot of value lost there. While Lucas, like we can see, has been spamming his infinite shipment way
Yeah.
more. Of course, it's easier
Absolutely.
when it's heavies and not nats, but still.
It went from like 9 heavy cannons to 2 heavy cannons, but you know, 2 heavy cannons is still enough to tear up a Russian infantry mess.
Yeah. And what do you think about 300 with infinite for Russia instead of the trickle? It's Hesse Jäger who was telling me he does this.
Yeah,
Because,
it could
like,
be good.
Right now, it's worth 5k of wood, I think, if you would spam his 16 wood crates.
Yeah. Yeah, it would probably net more resources than the trickle for sure.
Yeah.
So it would probably be better in Blitz for sure. Yeah, Lucas is having a lot of trouble pushing into this. Sabusa's Earthmaker has just been, like, not just his Kolf, but horse artillery as well has been very on point for the last 5 or so minutes. But he
Yeah,
does
he's
need
doing-
mortars though,
He's doing a pretty good job.
to kill the wall and kill the racks and stuff.
Oh, and he got like 4 more Calverins on the way.
Yep.
He really wants to get rid of these heavies now, I think.
Yeah.
He needs to. Oh, but Lucas also got more Calverins. But yeah, the score gap is really like getting smaller and smaller. Now it's only 200 score instead of.
Sabusa is out of
Oh.
food though. He won't be able to push. He's gonna have to pull back soon. But yeah, the gap has been decreasing.
Yeah. Still nothing going on the side though. Just a couple idle units for Lucas. And, yeah.
I think this heads-up fight is what Sabusa wants, because Lucas is very strong in splitting, but Sabusa has really strong artillery micro. So, yeah. Honestly, the splitting might be favorable to Lucas. Since we saw how
Like-
sloppy Sabusa was when dealing with it earlier with all his idle units.
So like regardless of the sieves, because
Yeah, just because of the play styles.
yeah, I see. Well, it's actually already half an hour fighting there. And it's way closer than I expected because the start was looking
Yeah.
really bad for the Busa. Like,
Yeah, he needs to switch fills off wood now, for sure. But he needs to work
Oh,
on
he's
his
act-
macro a little bit.
he's actually sniping the heavy cannon with his South artillery now.
Yeah. Sabusa is generally very good at getting value out of his horse artillery when he can focus on it.
Yeah, but he's all the time underpopped and he's running out of food soon.
Yeah. Lucas is splitting here, which is a smart move by him.
Yeah.
This actually two idle dubs and idle runs for a while, and he finally found them, I think.
Yeah.
Just use them, and now he beat the other guy. It's also after such a long time of fighting heads up now. If you start to run again, maybe the other guy will not see it. Like when you're
Yeah.
always running, then you always keep eye on the minimap, but maybe now you could try to do something.
Yeah.
Just have one wheel and one artillery foundry here for Lucas, because the wheel could actually go through. And then just mortars and plantations here, where there's, by the way, some idle node cars.
And by the way, Sabusa's food count, it's hurtful.
He's out of food and coin, yeah. He switched some bills off wood now, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Now he looks pretty drained. It was looking good for him for a while, but he didn't really fix his macro.
Did he even send the church overpop?
He
Yeah.
never sent the church over pop. He could do that right now since he has so much wood, just send the goons.
Yeah.
He has a goons, yeah, but he can't afford the hussars. But
Yeah.
he could switch his factories for one thing, from wood to something else, and use his node cars in base. And
I don't think he can come back from this.
now he probably can't. Well, I don't know. Look at. It's not like Lucas got a ton of resources or something. He's also pretty low on resources. Lucas just got enough resources right now to keep full pop all the time, and and Sabusa doesn't. But maybe if Sabusa goes back, he can rematch. Oh well,
Yeah,
GG.
oh,
Okay.
he's gonna call it.
Yeah, GG. So this game goes as well to Lucas, and it's then on Northern California now the match point.